Hi, my name is Kevin Klein.
And I'm Josephine Klein.
And we live in Floral Park, New York. So the way we met, we actually both grew up in Floral Park. So I'm a year older than Josephine, so we kind of hung out with different crowds. It was more like a Grease kind of story. She was more with the jocks, and I was more not with the jocks. And then we really didn't know each other through high school. We actually, the way we came together was a friend of mine and a friend of hers were getting married, and we were in the wedding party. And Josephine doesn't like to say this.
We weren't originally scheduled to be partners.
But when Josephine first met me, she was like, she went to her friend and said, "You got to put me with him."
Do you believe him? I don't.
That's how it was. And and that's how we started dating through a wedding. And then
rest is history.
The rest is, yeah. We dated for about a year, got engaged, got married a year later, and we have 2 children, 2 daughters. Jacqueline, 28, Jenna, 25. Well, to be.
Both.
Sorry.
To be.
I'll get in trouble for that. They're 27 and 24.
Our mom is a elementary school teacher right here in Floral Park, actually just down the block. It's actually the elementary school that Jenna and I went to. She lights up when she's around children. She has so much fun doing it that, you know, it's definitely what inspired both of us to choose the same career. Yeah.
Totally a family career line.
Must be genetic.
I was probably about 33, 34 years old, and a friend of mine, Karen, we used to walk like 3 or 4 miles every morning, you know, for physical fitness. We started noticing at about the 3rd or 4th mile that my leg used to start to make like a funny sound when it landed. You know, I really just thought it was a problem with my knee. So finally one day we were like, I gotta go to the doctor and see what this is all about. And then when I went there, he did a very quick evaluation and determined that it really wasn't anything physical, that it must be something neurological. And I always tell people, you know, any random Tuesday in your life could change, because it happened to have been a Tuesday.
Our mom has multiple sclerosis, which is an autoimmune disease. Currently, it impacts her ability to walk. It started with flare-ups every now and then, and it's progressed to her walking a little bit slower, to needing a cane for walking, and now she's in a wheelchair for most of her mobility.
Realizing that I had to go into a wheelchair was hard. I just felt that every life gets touched by a little something that's sad, and it's what we do with it that makes us strong. You know, we just have to pick up and survive and be the role models to the younger generation that we need to be.
I love her. I mean, you know, you don't want to see this happen to anybody. So to have it happen to someone this close it's you know, it's hard, it's troubling. But she's such a positive person that that's made it easier for me. Because the way she accepts it and deals with it makes me like, well, if she can be so at ease with it, well, how can I not? So our morning routine pretty much starts around 5 o'clock. We get up, I help her up the steps, or I'll be behind her as she goes up the steps. While she's getting dressed, I usually come downstairs, I'll make breakfast and lunch for us. Then we pack up her bags for school. We pretty much set up, we sit, we have breakfast together. Whatever she needs done. She likes to boss me. She likes to boss me around in school.
No, but that's
I need this desk moved, I need that desk moved, hand out these papers, hand out those papers.
Yeah, the morning in school sometimes.
The morning in school is crazy. Sometimes she forgets I'm her husband, thinks I'm her employee.
Yes.
Right now the problem is that we don't have any handicap accessible exits to our home. Each exit, we have a front door and a back door. They both have 3 or 4 steps that my mom and my dad have to go up and down every day to go to work or out. So we don't have any way for her to get in her wheelchair.
God forbid there was an emergency, what is your mom going to do?
If there was an emergency, it would be, I would hope that some of us were home to help. If she were here alone, I'm not quite sure what would happen, which is really scary.
To be honest, if there was an emergency in the house, we don't have a great plan. It's really something we haven't thought about. But thanks for bringing it up. Now I will think about it.
My mom's a fan of the show.
Yeah.
It was always kind of like in the back of our minds, like, oh, it'd be cool if we wrote in. Realistically, I mean, we could put in like a ramp, but she would hate that, and that would like really kill her to know that the house didn't look nice, because she takes so much pride in the appearance of our home. So we knew that George would do an amazing job of making it handicapped accessible, but also still keep it looking nice.
I'm sure my daughters would say, please come to the rescue of my mom. And I'm sure my husband would say, please come to the rescue of my wife. But I have a different take on it. I say, please come to their rescue, because I had no idea that they worried so much. While you may be thinking you're rescuing me, I feel that you're rescuing the whole family.
Good morning, Mrs. Klein. How are you?
Oh my God! George, I can't believe this. This is
What's up, Mr. Klein?
Yeah.
Well, if you know who I am, you know what I'm all about, and I'm here to rescue you.
Hi, George. Thank you so much. Thank you.
While we're doing the rescue, I want it to be a total surprise.
Okay.
So we are going to put you up at the Garden City Hotel. They're going to take care of everything for you and the family, and we're going to be in your backyard making it unbelievable.
This is like, I can't even tell you. I was so touched. I'm speechless. Just relief, because in the past year, I would say it's really started to get a little tough. So it was complete relief. Such happiness for me that my girls and my husband don't have to worry about this too much anymore. So it's a thrill.
So helping us out on this rescue, we have our general contractor, Vinny Muldoon, and our landscape architect, Daniel Greller. Guys, welcome to the Klein's backyard. The real issue is that Josephine has MS, and she's spending more and more time in a wheelchair. And this stoop right here, there's no wheelchair accessibility, so she can't get in or out of the house safely or independently. So if there's not somebody in the house with her, she's stuck. And also, she loves spending time outside, and I would love to turn this into some kind of beautiful oasis for her. So obviously functionality first, and then just a beautiful place to spend some time secondly.
Sure. Well, right off the bat, I noticed it's a very small backyard. There are challenges when it comes to a small space.
Yeah.
And clearly we want to have a patio, something that she can wheel herself to and enjoy the space, but we have circulation issues. We've got to access the driveway, we have to access the side of the house, and we need to get her in and out of the house safely.
I think the yard's got great potential. It's not that big, but if we can get the right setup with the stoop, great access from the interior of the home out to here, beautiful patio, nice maybe a water feature. This white fence I think needs to go away and be painted or camouflaged. Some lovely landscaping, and just really tie it into the beautiful brickwork on the old home and make it look like it's always been here. Beautiful place to hang out with her family and really change her life in a very positive way.
The one thing we're still dealing with is how are we going to get her in and out of the house?
George to the Rescue is sponsored in part by 3M, makers of Scotch Blue Painter's Tape, the #1 brand of painter's tape.
The one thing we're still dealing with is how are we going to get her in and out of the house?
I think the only way we can do this is do it with the lift. The BRUNO lift system, they make a fantastic lift. They do it for residential and for commercial. It does everything we need it to do and doesn't take up any of the backyard.
I think that's the solution.
All right, we got a plan, we got a lift. Let's get to work.
Let's do it.
All right, guys, I want to make sure everyone is safe. Safety first. So I got 3M sunglasses for you.
Thanks, George.
I got respirators, and because we're going to be working outside, I also got sunscreen here. All right, let's be safe. Let's have ourselves a good rescue.
There you go.
Let's break this thing apart.
Let's see how strong we are here. Let's go. Good push. Ready, steady, go.
Here we go.
There you go. Right here, let's go. Let's knock this baby apart. Let's go. There you go. Demolition is fun for the first like 6 swings.
How deep do we have to go for a dry well?
At least 6-7 feet deep.
The reason you have a dry well is it catches the water that comes off the house and into the yard and doesn't allow your yard to overflow, or in this case, the patio to flood. Because we are going to be covering the majority of this yard with a patio, we can't have, on days where it's heavy rain, it becoming a swimming pool. Thus, you need to divert the water, and you divert the water to a dry well. Oh, we got a big rock right here.
It is big.
Wait, this is definitely man-made. Somebody has dug in this backyard before. What is this thing? Oh, we got a big rock right here.
It is big.
What is this thing? There's an edge right here. This is a two-man job. Oh! This right here is construction gold, especially when you're doing an outdoor project. We have just discovered what must have been the original dry well. So should we just try to connect whatever our drainage is right into this, right?
That's it. That's all we have to do.
We should definitely put some sort of tape around this. We don't want anyone falling in here. We don't want the boy in the well scenario.
Yes.
It'll probably be me anyways. All right, now that we've dug everything out, it's time to lay the cement and turn this backyard into a beautiful patio. All the way in?
There, all the way in, yeah, dump it right in there.
All right.
This concrete here, 4,000 PSI, fantastic strength. Commercial concrete out of Westbury supplies us with all our concrete. It's really, really strong stuff. God help the poor guy who's got to ever take this back out, because this is here for 100 years.
So, boys and girls, this is an exciting day for us. Who can tell me what's going on at Mrs. Klein's house these days? Amanda? There you go. They're fixing up my backyard. What do you think they're making? A ramp to make it easy for Mrs. Klein to get outside. And someone has to be in charge of the project, right? It can't be Mr. Klein. It can't be me. So who do you think is going to be in charge, Christian? George. This guy George is going to be in charge. So how about we get ready to meet George now? Okay, let's give him a big round of applause when he comes in. Yay, George!
Yay!
Woo! So happy to see you, George.
Good to see you, Mrs. Klein. How's it going, everybody? So, I don't know what Mrs. Klein's told you, but I got 2 bags of pots here. So I thought it'd be amazing if you guys could help me give back to Mrs. Klein. And so I have a pot for each one of you guys, which I want you guys to decorate, and then we are gonna put them at Mrs. Klein's house when it's all said and done.
George did an outstanding job leading the activity. When you look at these pots, you'll see that the child expressed themselves, and with lots of encouragement from George, made it so special. So they really enjoyed seeing George and having him be part of the process.
It was a lot of fun. It's always so rewarding to get to A, see the family members that we're rescuing, but B, to just be in a classroom and be with the kids and the energy and creating something. I wish you could bottle this because it's amazing. Come on, who's ready for lunch?
George to the Rescue is sponsored in part by Coldwell Banker Real Estate, fulfilling dreams for 108 years.
It's a busy day on the rescue. We have All Sons Electric powering up the backyard. DELUCIA is taking care of our plumbing. We have Timeless Carpentry putting in our window and our doors. And we have LAG POSILLICO taking care of our masonry. There you are. So Daniel, I see we have all of our plants, all of our flowers here from Martin VIETTE. What is all this stuff?
Well, this is a boxwood here. We've got a good mix of evergreens and deciduous plants to create garden structure and to create some seasonal interest.
Now this truck, look at this, it's packed full. Is that all for us?
Packed, but we're gonna find a place and a home for every single one of these.
You know, John, up until now, everything we've been doing in this backyard is to turn it into a beautiful oasis for Mrs. Klein, but this might be the prettiest thing I've seen yet.
Yeah, George, this is a vertical platform lift from BRUNO Independent Living Needs. This device will allow her to go up and down from the pavement over here on the patio to her stoop and in and out of her house independently.
How heavy is this thing?
900 pounds.
1, 2, 3, 4, so what, that's like a little less than 200 pounds a person?
Yeah.
Might have to call Vinny.
We got some pipes.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe get some pipes and roll it across them.
Oh, I thought you were talking about these pipes. You're talking about different
besides those pipes.
Yes.
Hey, George!
Hey guys, what's up?
We want to help Mrs. Klein, so what can we do?
Well, actually, I know exactly what you guys can help me do. All those pots you guys designed and painted in class, I still have them. I gotta fill them with flowers. I could use your hands. What do you guys say?
Yeah.
You guys wanna help me plant some flowers?
Yeah.
All right, guys, these flowers are looking beautiful. I think we are ready for a reveal. What do you say? Should we go and get Mrs. Klein?
Yeah.
Welcome home, guys.
Hey, George.
So good to see you.
So good to see you.
Oh, so good to see you guys.
We're so excited.
Well, you guys ready to see what we've done?
We are.
All right.
We are.
Follow me. 3, 2, 1. Turn around, take it all in.
Oh my goodness.
Holy cow.
Oh my God. Totally different. Oh my goodness.
Welcome home, guys.
Hey, George.
So good to see
How
you.
are you? So good to see you.
Oh, so good to see you guys.
We're so excited.
Well, you guys ready to see what we've done?
We are.
All right.
We are.
Follow me.
Go.
3, 2, 1. Turn around, take it all in.
Oh my goodness.
Holy cow.
Oh my God. Totally different. Oh my goodness. It is unbelievable. George.
Yeah?
There he is.
It's spectacular.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I love it.
Really?
So
Oh my God.
beautiful.
It's been amazing to see how much time and effort and dedication and love has been poured into this backyard. Every little detail just is a huge reminder of how much people love my mom, and it's such a blessing to be able to come back here every day from now on and have a constant reminder of that.
You've given her freedom. I mean, she can get in and out of the house now by herself. She can come out, she can water, she can, you know, and it's not just about the backyard. Now it gives her freedom to get anywhere she wants.
The fact that I can come out here in the morning and, you know, just enjoy it by myself, it's just going to be such a delight. Really will.
Yeah, now when I come down in the morning, she won't be in the kitchen. She'll be outside.
Yay.
And she'll be able to bring me a cup of coffee now.
Of us being able to experience somebody else putting in all that hard work for our family, and it's just totally
Overwhelming.
Well, Mrs. Klein, it is no secret that you are a very popular and loved woman, not just by your family, thank you guys for writing in, but by the entire community. I would love to take all the credit, but it was really a village. So without further ado, why don't I bring them on in so you can thank them yourselves. All right? Come on in!
Oh, yeah!
Led by Vinny and Daniel and everybody else.
Oh, my goodness. How do we say thank you? Oh, my goodness. This rescue has been a game changer for us because it means freedom, it means independence, it means safety, and complete joy being able to come out to someplace this beautiful.
And on a personal note, from everybody at the school to everybody who got dirty in this backyard, I just want to thank you for being a part of George the Rescue. We love you, Kleins.
Thank you.